A very good afternoon to one and all. I, Ruby Gill, welcome all the attendees and our prestigious speakers on the behalf of lovely professional university for today's webinar on the topic Sciences as a Career at LPU. So today you'll savor a feast of knowledge from our raved speakers. So allow me to introduce them. Dr. Laviraj Gupta, the Pro Vice Chancellor, Lovely Professional University. He is a leading light in the field of technical and higher education in the country. His research-focused approach and an insightful, innovative intervention of technology in education has won him much accolades and laurels. He holds a PhD in bioinformatics. He did his MTech in computer-aided design and interactive graphics from IIT Kanpur and PE Honors Mechanical Engineering from MITS Gwalior. Having flair for endless learning, he has done more than 50+ certifications and specialization online on IoT, augmented reality, gamification, machine learning from University of California at Irvine, Wharton School, University of Pennsylvania, Deep Learning AI, and Google Machine Learning Group. His research interests are in areas of robotics, mechatronics, bioinformatics, Internet of Things, AI, and ML using TensorFlow and gamification. In 2011, he received the award, the MIT Technology Review Grand Challenge Award, followed by the coveted Infosys Infimeters Award in the year 2016. Recently, he collaborated with the University of Stanford for a research project. He has authored 7 books on IoT, mobile robotic platforms, biomedical sciences, and machine learning and data analytics. He has, to his credit, 150+ patents, 100+ published, 10 granted, Indian and Australian. Some of them are in areas as diverse as Bagamoto, powerless lift mechanism, Sita by Kavach. He has 4 granted copyrights, and this list goes on and on. Sir, thank you so much for joining us today. It's a privilege to have you on board. Additionally, I would like to welcome our admission expert, Dr. Chirag Sharma, Assistant Professor, Lovely Professional University. His doctorate in computer science and engineering, having 10 years of experience in LPU. He has 45 research publications in areas of image processing. Today, he'll give you an insight of eligibility, fee, scholarship, and infrastructure of the university, which I'm very much sure will make you save a lot of money. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. With this, we'll start today's webinar. So over to you, Dr. Laviraj Gupta, sir, for the content of the day.
Thank you, Ms. Ruby. Am I audible, Ms. Ruby? Loud and clear? So, as Ms. Ruby has very rightly said that I'm going to talk about coming 15 to 20 minutes about, what basically science is all about, how science has actually proven worthy to make humanity what it is today, and how an individual can build a career in science. After this dialogue, I'll talk about that what is there in store for you if you intend or if you move ahead to pursue your career with Lovely Professional University. So let me begin with a statement that science is ubiquitous. Anything happening around us has got a scientific association, scientific meaning, and is related to science in any way, any form. If my voice is reaching to your ears and you're comprehending my voice, this is complete gamut of science which is happening, that my voice is being transmitted from analog to digital form and then back from digital to analog form, and then it is being reproduced through a through a speaker, I'm using a microphone. Now, all of these things are science oriented. If you're seeing my screen on the laptop or mobile of yours, that is completely driven by science. Now, let us begin. Science is all around us. Since our morning times, when we make a cup of tea, there is science. There is a science in behind making a cup of tea, that when the water will boil and ooze out of the container, when it will not. There is a whole lot of science while we drive. There is a whole lot of principles, whole gamut of principles which work together for us to balance that scooter on two-wheeler and to ride it onto a road. The decision on braking, the decision on acceleration, the decision on overtaking is completely and totally based on the scientific facts and postulates which people have developed. The science goes deeper to a level when we are riding a staircase. The entire mechanics of our human body, we call it as biomechanics, that is all around science. And when we are rising up these staircases, each and every step taken to rise the staircase or to come down from a staircase is completely driven or is centric to science only. Another example, the growth of any plant, the change in the color of anything is related to science and scientific postulates and theorems only. Why I'm talking about so? That let us see. It all began when people started. It all began when people started actually using the using to move the huge rocks or any other objects. They experience that when the rock is sliding on the ground, the force required or the number of people required to push that rock or the object is more, and it is very taxing and very tedious. So what they did is they actually created some rollers out of logs of wood, and that gave ease of movement, and that actually converted into the first form of the wheel. This wheel then took shape with the spoked wheel, which were used to run chariots and everything. But now see, today this wheel, the same wheel which started from a roller of a log, is now used beneath the spacecraft or aircrafts or things like that. This is how the science moves around. See, if you are going to pursue your career in science, you need to understand how science has evolved, how science has become an untrappable or undisputable part of life of human beings. We have all lived into science, and we are all living day in, day out, for every second, every microsecond, every nanosecond in science. I'll take you another form of evolution which has happened. Look to the kind of evolution which I'm talking about. For the measurement of time, people used solar clocks or sundials. They used water clocks, they used sand clocks, and then they created gear-specific mechanism. Here, the science was different. Here, the scientific postulate or theorem was different. Here, the basic tenet of science was different. Here, the science was completely different. Then they created a wristwatch. You need to understand that why from this form of science to this form of science to this form of science to this form of science and to this form of science. As an individual, you need to understand how science pragmatically shifted from one form of object or one form of innovation or one form of evolution to another form of evolution. People didn't stop there, that they used to carry a time measurement device on their wrist, and we used to call it as wristwatch. Now they have come up with a different form of knowing not just simply the time. This wristband is not just simply a wristwatch. Knowing or displaying time is just one of the 100 things which this wristband can do. So it has moved on from sundial to this. And now people are also not stopping, and they are crafting a newer form of display oriented devices which are more computational sensitive, which are more intensive, and which are completely based on science. All the devices which I've shown you onto your screen needs people with the best of the understanding of basic science, be it physics, be it chemistry, be it maths. When you pursue your career at LPU in science, we have focus on thinking a little different. We think future. That is why we have built in transdisciplinary research domains. A student doing undergraduation or post-graduation in chemistry can shake hands with people from computer science, and they can work on chemico-informatics, which is the most upcoming kind of discipline, which is a perfect fusion and blend of chemistry and information technology. People into physics can talk to aerospace people and bring astrophysics concepts into implementation. We think of technology shift. Thus, you'll at LPU, you will encounter loads of advanced labs. I'll give you an example what kind of labs we have in the upcoming slides. We think of expectations. So the best of the faculty would be there. The faculty have studied from the premier institutes, not just simply from the country, but from abroad, from the West world also. We also think careers. So we have brought in industry. We have programs, very imaginative, very innovative programs of BSc in data science with IBM. So industry is coming and participating in delivering and assessing individuals. What best can happen? We think beyond. So you'll do loads and loads of projects, experiments to understand the concepts which are written in the book. You'll have quite a lot of lab oriented, experience oriented tasks and things given to you. Finally, we focus on making people to think smart. The core strengths and the unique features is we have got more than 130 faculty members from NITs, IITs. We have got quality research publications done, more than 325 patents last year. We've got the state-of-the-art facility with high-end equipments and instruments. I'll talk about that in the slide upcoming. The curriculum is as per the need of the industry. We also consider for undergraduate and postgraduate students that the coaching institutes are now one of the biggest players in hiring the pure sciences graduates or postgraduates for delivering at their coaching institute. So we have created some kind of assessments, some kind of ways and means so that you are prepared and ready to teach as are required by the coaching institutes as well. We have got UG and PG students publishing. A PG student, a MSc student would be required to publish in a good quality journal. We have lots of funded research projects. When an institute where you are studying has got funded research project, meaning thereby that their research thoughts and research ideas are handholded and endorsed by agencies like CSIR, DST, Department of Science and Technology, and they have given amounts of money like 25 lakhs, 35 lakhs kind of thing. So you can feel privileged that you are working with scientists who have got grants to work for scientific ideas of different kind. The research facility which I was talking about, we have got state-of-the-art, very advanced and future-ready equipments, gadgets and measuring devices. We have got powder XRD, which is nowhere available in the region. The scanning electron microscope, the EDS with EDS detector, electrochemical workstation, centrifuge, which is refrigerator, thermogravitic analyzer. Now, these kind of things, if they are readily available for you, your research would go to the next level and you do not have to run around for getting your samples measured. It is very much there in house. We have got research collaborations, as I talked about IBM. We have got collaborations with University of Winnipeg, VNU, New Tag University in Vietnam, so that the students can go over there, continue their research, and there can be a tweening program, which is now a very talked about kind of a framework after new education policy 2020 has come up, and now UGC is taking these kind of initiatives in a very progressive and a proactive way. We call eminent experts, eminent scientists like H.C. Verma. Very recently, the chairman ISRO, one of the biggest scientists of pure sciences, was with us interacting with the students. Now, the cut above the rest would be that we'll focus that you learn by doing. Reading would make you prepared for some theoretical kind of concepts, but based on the experiments, based on the projects which you do around those theories which you have studied. If you do a project which is around Pythagoras theorem, if you do a project which is more on the Newton's first law of motion, then you'll learn and understand it better, and you'll have lots of projects to be discussed and to be shown to the outside world that I've done these projects. We'll let you explore transdisciplinary domains that we have got around 150 domains. Physics student can work with agriculture student, mathematics student can work with business or MBA student to draw best of the business analytics insights about a company, about a process, about a procedure. We'll let you participate in various international and national events, because when you're participating in national and international events, then only you understand how these scientific principles are now being implemented to enhance the life and to make this ecosystem sustainable. We will let you build your strong digital presence. When I talked about that you'll be having projects to be done, all those projects, if you show it onto your social media websites, they'll create your strong digital presence, and we'll finally let you co-create the magic for which you are pursuing your career in sciences. I welcome you to this world of Think Big, because thinking big can only make you achieve big. Thank you so much. The house is open for question and answer, please.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a informative and engaging session. And yes, sir, there are a few queries from attendees. Can we take up those queries, sir?
Sure.
So there is a query from Rahul Nahar. He wants to know that engineering has a very good trend of placement nowadays. So what is the scope of sciences?
See, the scope of sciences would always be primarily research oriented. The scope of science, or if you study science, pure science as your career, you'll be better off in research, and you'll be away from those conventional jobs of data analytics or conventional jobs of programming. You'll be doing core, you'll be doing deep rooted research, which will get translated to simplified form as technology. Technology is nothing but the simplified form of translation of basic science research. If you see your touch screen on a mobile, that touch screen is a technology, but the receptive and conductive means comes from the basic theorems of science only. People have done research in photooptics at the level of physics, then only it got translated to the easier form of touchscreen. So science will always be a great grand career. And now to add, now big companies, infotech companies or IT companies, they're looking for science graduates, because they consider that science graduates would be more trainable on the upcoming technologies.
Thank you so much, sir. There's another question from Sukleen Kaur. She wants to know how science acts as a career builder for a student with biology interest instead of MBBS or BDS.
See, there are two different domains. They work on their silos. MBBS is a complete study, or BDS or dental studies is a complete study of a specific, you know, human anatomy or human dental arrangement. But as a science, the horizon is wider. As a scientific uh, uh, individual, you will have a wider horizon, so that you can finally move on to either astrophysics, astronauticals. You can move on to maybe core hadron collider kind of thing, finding the quarks out of it, or you can create exact solutions for some partial differential equations on your own. So basic science is a wider superset, and MBBS or BDS becomes a subset of it, which is more meaningful and not meaningful, more depthful study about a particular thing.
Thank you so much, sir. So, as you were discussing about the astrophysics, there's another attendee, Ankit Kumar. He wants to know the career perspective in field of physics.
Oh, in physics, you've got tremendous opportunities for careers. It can range from basic material science research, wherein actually you create cost-effective and more strengthening materials. You can move on to basic electronics kind of thing, electronics and electrical research kind of thing. You can move on to even astronomical or aerospace kind of thing. Because if there is a thought that people are thinking about space tourism, it would always come from the basic postulates and theorems of physics. As I said earlier also, that basic theorems, they only get translated to what? Simplified technologies. We've got lots of opportunities in physics.
Thank you so much, sir. So there's another question from Lalira, if I'm pronouncing it right. He wants to know, can I learn engineering after BSc or MSc?
Uh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. There is now they are talking about 2 degrees being taken up. Now NEP and UGC are doing so. Right now, the scope of that particular thought of having dual degree kind of thing is a little limited based on the scope. But maybe in times to come, it'll widen its horizon, and you can do that. There is a thought which people are thinking that as after diploma, you get admitted to second year of engineering as a lateral entry student. People are also thinking to create, a framework for Bachelor of Science graduate moving on to a specific part of our engineering degree program.
Thank you so much, sir. So there's another question from Vishnu Nirala, but that is out. The question is out of the topic we are discussing today, sir. But he's continuously asking for it, and the question is, what is the future of agriculture sciences? So if you can throw some light on this.
See, agriculture sciences has got a very wide and very I would call it anything which is closest to the society, because your food is the closest to the society. Anything which has got closeness to the society, the more it is closer, the more the scope would be. Agriculture has got a tremendous scope. When technology is being brought into agriculture, and when people are talking about precision farming or precision agriculture, the scope is beyond infinity, I would say.
Thank you so much, sir, for resolving all the queries of our attendees today. And with this, yes, sorry, sir. This last question, last but not the least. So this is a question that, can I work as a research scientist after BSc?
Not after BSc, not after BSc, but you'll have to actually move on to your at least postgraduate. At least postgraduate you'll have to move. But still, you can You can have the opportunity of, but that is after postgraduate, when you earn your, maybe after graduate also you can earn your junior research fellowship by passing up the net examination, things like that, and then uh, you can start doing research.
Thank you so much, sir, for resolving all the queries. Now we'll quickly move to our admission expert, Dr. Chirag Sharma. And in the meanwhile, your attendees, you can post your queries, and at the end of the session, we'll try to resolve all those. So now over to you, Dr. Chirag Sharma, sir, for the admission part.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So, moving towards the slide of second. Yeah. So I'm talking about various campus infrastructure and various events that we basically conduct. Firstly, we have actually broken record where our 13 students were representing in our respective country in Tokyo Olympics 2020 last year around. We had blue, gold medals and bronze medals being won by our own students. But as the ranking is concerned, we are ranked 36th among the top universities of India as per the World University Rankings of 2022. Then we talk about campus life and exposure offered. One of the prime events that we were able to conduct was 106th Indian Science Congress, which was inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi sir from 3rd January to 7th of January 2019. We have been very vibrant in conducting various convocations also, which were inaugurated by then presidents of various countries along with our country as well. Apart from that, we had LPU Startup School, which was inaugurated by Arun Jaitley sir, and various life skills sessions, which were conducted by eminent personalities. From real life heroes, we moved to real life heroes, where we had a visit of Shah Rukh Khan sir in our university. He was promoting Chennai Express movie. Along with that, Mahendra Dhoni sir has visited our respective university to promote his respective movie. Along with that, we talk about infrastructure. This is a very innovative amphitheater or open auditorium where we had a capacity of 3,000 people who can sit in this particular auditorium, have an open discussion. Various events basically get conducted over here. It is actually separated by various academic blocks along with a library of our campus. This is Shantidevi Mittal Auditorium. It has a capacity of 2,000 plus people who can sit in this AC-filled auditorium, and various events get conducted over here. You can see this is academic resource center that provides all the necessities, all the daily life necessities of all the students. They can actually come here. It's a uni mall also. It is also having uni hotel. Along with that, various shops over here. Students can get all the daily necessity things they can cover from that particular resource center. We have, this is a library where we have the access of more than 3 lakh books, and it is a totally AC filled library. Along with that, it is 4-story building. We have a bowling facility which is there in our respective mall. Along with that, there is a gym facility also being offered to the students. This is various labs which are having we are having in the university, along with uni hotel, uni hospital. Uni hospital is very important right now, because in this pandemic mode we need to have the access of that particular facility. So definitely students will be benefited from that. We have a very good auditorium, which is an indoor auditorium, which has access of various indoor games such as swimming, badminton. Then there is shooting sport also, along with sports stadiums also. This is a view from our this campus view from outside, and it's a night view of our respective campus. Now we talk about residential facility and the security that we provide. It is an entirely ragging-free campus, and you cannot come into the university and directly enter into the university. You have to basically have the turnstiles on, or we have a card punching machine, which you punch the card, and by default you get enter into the university, and there is no ragging as such. Then there are options of various hostel facilities that we provide, with 1-seater to 2-seater, 3-seater, 4-seater, along with six. Totally, we have 6 girls hostels and 8 boys hostels, having a capacity of 20,000 plus. And If there are food options also, so such standard South Indian, North Indian food options which are also available. Since we are talking about sciences courses, so there are many undergraduate courses that we basically offer. So I'm basically switching my slide towards our respective website, where I'm visiting this link, which is known as nest.lpu.in. So over there you can explore various courses such as undergraduate courses, which we talk about, which we have are having with BSc honors physics, BSc honors chemistry, then mathematics, and then statics, botany, zoology, then biotechnology. We are offering BSc honors microbiology is also one of them, and BSc honors food technology. It's up to you, whatever you want to choose. And if you want to go with postgraduate courses, then on the right side you can clearly see MSc honors physics, MSc honors chemistry, MSc honors mathematics, MSc honors botany. Normally research oriented courses are post graduate courses. It's up to you, whatever you want to feel, and you can easily click that and get hold of that information. So like I'm just taking one example of BSc honors biotechnology. So I just click that particular option. There I will get information regarding the eligibility part, fee and scholarship part along with that. Like for an example, if I choose this particular course, so I'll directly move to fees and scholarship. So it will be asking me which course I want to go with. Since I chose BSc honors biotechnology, so I just click that particular course. It will by default get me to a particular link where all the information regarding the same is mentioned. Like for an example, what is the eligibility criteria? It is 60% aggregate with 10 plus 2 marks, or equivalent subject to qualifying LPU Nest. So LPU Nest is one important test in our university, which is National Eligibility and Scholarship Test. It is a mandate for taking the admission in BSc Honors Biotechnology. All you need to do is you have to pass with 60% of aggregate marks in 10 plus 2, where you have to score good with English, physics, chemistry, and maths, or biotechnology or biology, whatever subjects that you have studied. Along with that, you have to qualify LPU Nest examination. If I go with the fees part of it, I have selected fees. So fees of this particular course is 80,000 every semester. So this is a 6-semester course. So again, the scholarship, it is a 6-semester course. So you can get the scholarship in various categories. We provide scholarship. So one of them is definitely LPU Nest, because it is National Eligibility and Scholarship Test. So if I talk about providing the scholarship, so these are the brackets of scholarship that we provide. If you score very good in +2 or 10th examination, you're getting 95% or above, you're directly getting the scholarship of 50% scholarship, means 40,000 every semester will be waived off from 80,000. So it means all you need to do is just pay the fees of 40,000 every semester. So 40,000 multiplied with 6 is 2,40,000. So indirectly you are saving that particular amount if you score good in either 10th or 12th, or you are having the scholarship of if you have this percentage of 90 to 94.99% marks, so you get the scholarship, 40% of the scholarship, 32,000 every semester will be waived off from your actual 80,000 amount. So again, 32,000 multiplied by 6. So that is the entire scholarship that you are saving, and entire fees you are saving from your entire fees of BSc Biotechnology. And 80 to 89.9% if you are getting, you're getting the scholarship of 30% of the program fee, means 24,000 will be waived off from your 80,000, and again 24,000 multiplied with 6 will be the scholarship amount. We are not only providing the scholarship on your +2 or 10th marks. We are providing, see, if you don't have that particular score, or if you are having lesser than 80% of the score, so you can apply for LPU Next examination, because one of the best scholarship will be given to you. So all you need to do is to qualify that particular exam with cutoff 1, cutoff 2, or cutoff 3. So if you're getting in cutoff 1, but you are getting the percentage of 80 to 89.99% marks in either 10th or +2, so the best scholarship will be given to you. It means category cutoff 1 scholarship is 40,000 every semester. So 40,000 multiplied with 6, that will be the scholarship amount. Or either you can get the scholarship on the basis of your NEET exam. All you need to do is you have to appear in certain categories with if NEET rank is less than 75,000, if NEET rank is 75 to 1 lakh or NEET rank is 1 lakh 50,000 to 2 lakh. So the scholarship amounts which are given to you. All you need to do is visit our website lpu.in, or over there you can select LPU Nest. So you will be directed to nest.lpu.in, and you can save many money accordingly. Thank you. Is there any more questions?
Thank you so much, Chirag sir, for the detailed information about the admission process. And attendees, good things come to people who wait, but better things come to those who go out and get them. So don't just sit back and relax. Grab the opportunity to take admission in your preferred program and get early decision benefits. So with this, we'll wrap up our today's webinar, which was on the topic Sciences as a Career at LPU. So thank you so much, experts. Your years of research, your depth of understanding the topic, and your ability to present the topic in such an interesting way produce one of the most wonderful afternoon for all the attendees. On the behalf of all the attendees of this webinar, I want to thank you for your insightful presentation. Hopefully, attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will able to utilize the information provided in this webinar to take better decisions regarding admissions. So thank you so much, attendees. I enjoyed bringing this session to you, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it as much. So until next time, I, Ruby Gill, sign off. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Please take care. Thank you.